Hello everyone, Panda here and welcome back to ShrineWatch, or should it be called Chucky Watch. Chucky came out yesterday and as far as I can see it's been a resounding success. People seem to be enjoying the killer, playing against him, playing as him. I've had a lot of fun. I just think he is an absolute blast. With this patch, we see Made for This being nerfed, we see the Trickster buff, and also a few other things in the game. And before we go anywhere, there are some codes to redeem. I know that some of you don't watch the entire video, so let's just get that out of the way now. We have 5 different codes, and this is the big one. Thank you for 60M, thank you for 60 million players on Dead by Daylight, and redeeming this gives you 1 million blood points and 6,000 iridescent shards. It is honestly the biggest code I think they've ever given away, so definitely redeem that. It will be live until January 4th, so you've got some time to do it, but definitely huge. You know, that's 2/3 of a new character. So bonus, great. And 4 additional codes that give you 50,000 blood points each. We have Alienware, El Gato, G Fuel, and Steel Series. So get that all plugged into your redeem code on the store to get all of those free things. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen in the top right hand corner of the screen, there is a little spot for a player icon. And if you click it, it brings you to this page here. You can see your player level, your devotion, and also your grades. And then there are these 2 icons here. We've got open spots. And these 2 icons that I have here, the banner and the badge, these are both from purchasing a Chucky skin. So not just for owning the character, but for purchasing a skin. And people are, quite rightfully, frustrated that Behavior has not given away any default ones. For example, they've not given away a banner and a badge for, say, prestiging a character. You know, reach Prestige 3 on the Trapper, get a little Trapper icon, get a little Trapper banner. You know, it just makes sense. Allow everyone to customize their thing a little bit. And it looks really cool in the end game. Being able to see this little badge makes you stand out a little bit. But it's so annoying that the only way to achieve one of these at the moment is by actually spending money and purchasing a skin. I don't know if they're going to go back and just add some basic ones. You know, I would like just a Trapper one. Just as the Trapper, it's got maybe an image of a trap. Wouldn't be too hard to make. And then you can also have special ones like the Chucky one that are a bit more detailed. But do not worry, these transition a little bit here into the next point. We have the winter daily login calendar here. This is showing us all of the things that you'll get for logging in throughout December. And you can see here that on the 8th of December, you will get a campfire badge. And on the 22nd of December, you will get a banner. And it says that both of these can be claimed until the end of the advent calendar. So if you are logging in, you will be able to get a badge and a banner. And then also we have a little bit of information about the Bone Chill event. First off, let's take a little look at this banner. Looking cool. We've got a very spooky looking snowman this year. Before, the snowmen, you know, looked pretty normal. But this one looks absolutely horrific. I thought it was the dredge to begin with, but I don't think it's the dredge. I think they're just getting more and more corrupted. And apparently, according to tweet, this is a Santa Jeff holding the skull. And this is a snowball, the skull balls, whatever they're called, that are going to be part of the event. Very cool. Hyped for Santa Jeff. Honestly, you know me, Jeff skin hyped, but Santa Jeff, just going to be good fun. And also, I'm assuming that you're going to be able to unlock these throughout the event. There is a badge for Dwight, there is a badge for a snowman, and a couple of other banners. So do not worry. While at the moment it does seem a little bit like the only way to get a badge and banner is to buy a skin and spend real money, don't worry, they are going to start throwing them at us in the future. And let's face it, these are probably going to take a lot of spots up in the future rifts. Maybe some of those spots on the rift where you just get some blood points or something you really don't care about, make, like, you know, some charms, they can replace them with a badge or a banner to customize your profile a little bit. But I've got to say, I really do like the badge and banner system from what I've seen of it so far. And we do also have a couple of skins here leaked. I believe this is a weapon for the Blight, going to be part of the Bone Chill event, and also a skin for Nick Cage. He's wearing a white jumper. This is honestly going to blend in great on Ormond. Not my favorite in the world, but you know what? More Nick Cage skins. Who's going to complain? Please do make sure to come follow me over on Twitch or subscribe here on YouTube. I have been streaming to both YouTube and Twitch and having so much fun. I did a Chucky cosplay for the release yesterday. Here's what it looked like. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Honestly, I actually really liked it. Maybe I'm just going to start dressing as Chucky just around the house, just to freak my girlfriend out, because it was a blast, and I really enjoyed the launch. Thank you to everyone who joined me there. I appreciate you. And also a big shout out to my first member here on YouTube, Randy Rogers. Thank you very much for being my first member. But strangely enough, Tiffany does not come with a unique Mori. I really was sure that she was, since we had the lighter in the files, and we can of course see in her lobby animation she is smoking a cigarette that she pulls out from beneath her doll boobs. But the strange thing is that in that texture that I showed previously that is here on the screen, this shows both the lighter and the cigarette, but it shows the voodoo knife, the knife of Dumbala, but we have not seen anything in the game that actually has this knife on. So where are we going to see this? If it's in the game right now, then I'm kind of surprised that we don't know what it's going to be going to. No one's data mined any skins for this. I don't know, it's odd. I guess we're going to be kept guessing on that one. Maybe the knife will come in as part of the winter event. And yesterday, Behavior also put on a Dead by Daylight live stream to coincide with the Chucky launch, and they said a lot of things in there. I didn't watch all of it, but one thing to take note is that batteries included did get a little nerf before it came to the live servers. They made it so when all of the gens are completed, the perk will disable. However, people had a bit of an uproar about that. They didn't like that change, but that change is being reverted in a hotfix that's coming soon, which will make it so when the last gen's done, all 7 of the gens on the map will give you this aura, which gives you the haste buff. But I've got to say, for me, Chucky launch, absolutely a success. I really like all 3 of the perks, which I can't remember the last time that a killer or even a survivor came out and I thought all 3 of the perks were good or cool. You know, it's been I can't even remember the last time. So that's great. I'm actually really into it. I think Friends Till the End is going to be a bit of a spicy perk. I think pick rates for distortion are going to go through the absolute roof. Because a survivor getting hooked and you're the obsession, you become exposed for 20 seconds and they can see your aura for 10 seconds. That is a swift recipe to get destroyed. So definitely distortion is going to be even more clutch than it has been previously. And I had some fun running Enduring, Spirit Fury, Hubris, and Two Can Play. Basically, a survivor drops a pallet on your head, it explodes with Spirit Fury, you recover fast with Enduring, they become exposed with Hubris, they become blinded because of Two Can Play, they run into a wall, and you knock them down. Oh, this is gonna be great. It's the pallet. Nice. That works. It happened a few times, and it was bloody satisfying. Fair enough, you do have to dedicate your entire build to it, but it's kind of worth just to see a survivor get blinded themselves and just not know what's going on. It just feels like beautiful, beautiful revenge for all of those years of getting flashlighted and the damage that's done to my brains and my eyes. And we also got the roadmap for the next 6 months. So let's check it out here. January to March, we're going to be getting the FOV slider. I think just for killers, maybe not. And also solution for 3-gen. What solution could they possibly have? I don't know. I'm looking forward to finding out though. An update for the Onryo, for the Hillbilly, and the Blight add-ons are finally getting a pass. After so long, I can't believe it. They're finally doing it. And they're going to be updating Save the Best for Last. Damn it, I love that perk. Grim Embrace, Quick Gambit, Shadowborn, and Monitor and Abuse. Shadowborn and Monitor and Abuse both affect FOVs, so makes sense to be bundled in with the FOV slider. March to April, we've got changes to Mangled, how that's going to work. Killer tweaks to the Hag, Pig, Huntress, Demogorgon, Clown, and Doctor. Worth keeping in mind, it says Killer tweaks. However, January to March says Killer updates. Interesting. And they're going to be changing Sloppy Butcher. So they're obviously trying to make it so healing is not going to be quite so punishing in that patch. And then April to June, Bloodweb improvements. Don't know what that could be, but hopeful for that. Perk updates to Ultimate Weapon and Decisive Strike, and an update to the Twins. So as the Twin says big update, like killer update, and we know that they're planning something quite large, that does sort of mean that Onryo and Hillbilly are actually maybe going to get a big change. And I just have to point out here, it kind of frustrated me that if you see April to June, Ultimate Weapon and Decisive Strike, if they're already aware that these 2 perks are a problem and they want to change them, why do we have to wait another 6 months before that happens? Why can't they just bundle it into the January-March patch? I don't quite understand that. It seems very confusing to me. But anyway, there is the roadmap for the next couple of months. Interesting to see what those changes are going to be like. And really, mainly that solution for 3-gen. I can't imagine what it would really be. Maybe they add an extra generator? Is that crazy? And then you'd have 4 different generators to choose from? Would that be a solution? I don't know, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and find out. Anyway, there is our news of the week. Honestly, a jam-packed week. I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of fun going on here. So let's check out the Shrine of Secrets and see which perks we've got. Starting on Survivor, our first perk is a Fang perk. You know it, you love it, it's live. Our second perk is a Vittorio perk, Fogwise. I feel like we had it pretty recently, but again, hit a great skill check and see the killer's aura for 6 seconds. Then over on Killer, first up from Nemesis, we have Hysteria. When a healthy survivor becomes injured by any means, all injured survivors will be oblivious for 30 seconds. And oblivious means they will not be able to hear or be affected by the killer's terror radius. And our final perk is a spirit perk. It's Rancor. Whenever a generator is completed, you are shown where all the survivors are for 3 seconds, but the obsession also sees your aura for 3 seconds. Once the exit gates are powered, the last gen is done, the obsession is exposed, you can knock them down, and you can perform the Mori animation straight away. And come back tomorrow where I'm going to take these perks into some games and see if I can get some value out of them. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Panda out.